I think you should record this because.
It's all recording.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we're
So
on.
you haven't. This is gonna be hi.
It's been recording for like 3 minutes.
Okay, I love it. You see how? I mean, it depends. Like, I always say, success is a personal definition. Failure doesn't exist for me. And I think doing well in real estate is very personal. This is business. Business is personal. There is no general definition. Like, you could find agents that do 10 transactions a year because they want to, because they don't really need to, because they just want to, and they know a lot more than people that do 100 transactions a year. You can find people that do 100 transactions in 1 year, and next year they do 10. So what is the real definition of a successful agent?
That's a really good question. Honestly, because you're right. I mean, I guess just even doing one a year is a victory to anyone. And when you think about it, it's tough to.
This is a personal goal, right? This is your business. This is a personal goal. I always say, okay, successful agent. What is success for you? What exactly do you mean by a successful agent? Right?
Yeah.
Is what it is for you. But that doesn't necessarily say Vanessa thinks that this is a successful agent. Not at all. Because to me, it could be like something that I definitely don't consider successful.
Gotcha.
You know?
Yeah, 100%.
So everything is either a lesson or an experience that leads you to the next stage or level in life. Right?
Yeah.
There is no failure. Failure is just what? A word that people create to play in your mind.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's personal.
Yeah.
It's my personal and humble opinion. I don't mean that everybody could believe what they want, but that's how I see life,
Yeah, no, that's a really good outtake, 100%, because you really make a valid point about it. I never really thought about it in that sense, so, yeah.
Yeah, it depends of what you want. Like I asked you before, what is, and you were very honest. Okay, this is what I did. This is what I like. Because when you see, okay, moms in real estate, does people really know what it means?
For a sense, it's really us as agents that are moms that are working full-time, part-time, our daily struggles, and that's why I'm bringing on top producers just to say, hey, I was in your shoes 5-10 years ago, and this is how I am where I am now, and this is the advice I can give to mothers that are in your shoes currently, and that's where I'm trying to get the mindset of other agents to know you can do this without a doubt. You can do this 100% because if I can do it, you can do it, and that's why I think my motivation to everyone is that it's a great field to be in, and it's a wonderful opportunity to be your own boss, make your own hours, but not only that, giving back and helping clients, helping, in general, to really make this a wonderful career for someone.
Yeah, you're truly helping people or anyone, corporate people, to get to the next chapter of their life. This is so important. I always tell people, I'm not here to help you get a dream done. This is not a dream. This is a responsibility. Buying a house, selling a house, it could make you or break you. This is to me, and I take it really personal. This is not like a home dream thing, Cinderella story. No. So I totally get what you're saying. The collaboration with agents and female agents that probably is lacking a lot. It could take this to the next level for all of us.
100%.
I mean, it was a huge thing to do. Very brave, because this is a homework.
It is.
And I was telling you, everything they give me homework, I'll be like, please, no. I have 2 kids, 18 and 13, that they are, they really, my mom used to say, oh, Vanessa, no, because I say, oh my God, I cannot wait until they get older, so everything is just easy. And she told me, no, actually, little kids, small problems, big kids, bigger problems. And it's true.
Mm.
So you have more concerns, more things to juggle into the day, things that you need to get to do. And sometimes people say, oh, this is so easy. I would love to get into real estate because you do your own hours and you're your own boss. It's not really like that unless you start with the right boundaries from the very beginning and with a clear vision of what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And I think where we are today, it is possible for agents.
Mm-hmm.
It is possible. Like when I started 17 years ago, it was no knowledge about what was real estate for real for agents. It was like get into the industry, hustle, either you make it or you won't make it. You know, it was only two-way, you know, it was a different mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So today, I do believe that you have the option to say, okay, this is what can be done. This is the way you want to start. It's up to you. At the end of the day, everything is up to you in this business, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
It's your mindset, it's where you want to go, but you do have the tools available to sit and say, okay, I want to get into real estate because A, B, C, or D,
Mm-hmm.
okay? What I need is these amounts of transactions a year, or this is what I want, and you could get the activities that will take you to lead you to get to that, and do everything with boundaries so you have the space for family, for relationship, for your spiritual, whatever it is your belief,
Mm-hmm.
and for your personal care, something that I definitely didn't have.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually, you know, I remember I used to just drink Red Bull, wear PJs, and one of my friends in the field that used to help me a lot and was part of my team, she always laugh and she says, remember when you were like wearing PJs at the office and you looked like you were like some, I don't know, but you look weird, and all like your hair was crazy, and it was 2-3 o'clock in the morning. We'll go home and we'll come back and she will be at the office early. She will be like, you still here? So it's a lot into it. Is it right? I don't know. It's whatever you consider, because I have learned that being busy doesn't mean that you're the top greatest agent to follow.
Mm-hmm.
Some other people will have more quality life. So I don't think it's a roadmap for that definition of successful agent.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a very personal definition, and you have to choose, because you have many people, right?
Mm-hmm.
That you could actually look at it and say, you know what? This is the closest to my own definition of a successful top agent, and I would like to get there somewhere somehow. So let me try to figure out how.
Mm-hmm.
And even call for mentorship. You know, every time I have a question, I call my broker.
Mm-hmm.
Why will I break my head trying to think and reinvent the wheel when I have somebody in the business for 30 something years, or God knows how many years? I don't want to say how many years. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because I know better? Because I'm smarter? No. I will never be smarter than somebody that is in the field for 30 years, 40 years. Because I'm cool, I know it all. You know, like, so there are many ways to get to the successful top producer with more help these days.
Mm. And the internet with between all that too,
I
right?
don't- I'm not like a big, I'm sorry, I'm not a big fan of internet thing.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think that social media is great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here, so I love it. I love Arca. I do love him with all my life. It's my favorite vendor. But I do think the social media sometimes shows or give the perception of what's not really true, big time. And I will just give an example. Like, I went to a place, I drove like an hour and a half to eat a hamburger that was supposed to be the most delicious one. Because that's what it showed. Like, it looks, oh my God, so good. When I got there, that was probably the worst hamburger that I ever ate.
Oh, wow.
So, with that being said, I think that's how social media works in general. You know? But, hey, I mean, that's where we are in. So, we have to adapt to change, right? I mean,
100%.
I don't think it's 100% of the times that happen, but I do think that it happens a lot. You do a lot of things and you read a lot of things and you see beautiful pictures, and it's about perception. So marketing is great. I believe a little more in relationships. I think that will never change. But I think that whoever does it and develop it the right way, and it works for them, hey, congratulations, you know? Again, this is a personal business. You make your own decision. What works for you may not work for me.
100%.
So it's like you, I mean, I ask you how you're gonna do this, and you told me how you're gonna do this with the baby, with your son, with all that, and I'm like, oh my God. I could picture,
know.
I mean, yeah, like
I
that
know.
to me is something that, I don't know. I will doubt myself, and I usually don't doubt my, there are things that I'm like, whatever. I have changed my way of thinking from like 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago. I think every year we get more experience, right? So you do have and go through some changes. And I will say, to me, that's not only been a successful agent, but to me, that's been a successful human being. Like, do what you're planning to do, and hopefully it goes that way. And because I don't know how you're gonna do it. You see, I have hard time, be like, oh my God, because I remember those days. I don't have the energy anymore. Like somebody told me, oh, would you like to have another kid? I say, no, please do not say that. Don't you ever say that. I can hardly walk. I mean, my son is here. My daughter's in school. I try to be with them. My daughter the other day say, Mom, you want to be with me 24/7, Mom?
Yeah.
And it's because I see them already closer to the day that they really take off. Right?
Yeah.
So then my years in real estate took a lot of that away from being present. I was there, but all the time with the phone, or most of the time, right?
Yeah.
And you do some things and that drains you. Because I always say there are a few things that you could do. You could delegate, right? But then it's not you with them. Or you want to try to do it all. And if you do it all, I didn't have that time that I needed to go to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, sending reports, sending pictures, sending this, sending that, waking up at 5:36 to school. I was like a machine. So the balance and what you say is great. You're already preparing to, no, I'm going to take this month. This month is going to be off. I have my guys helping me.
Yeah.
So you're already planning ahead of the time. So you're using the tools. How many years have you been in the business?
4.5.
Imagine you're already applying the right way. You're doing it the right way. Because at the end of the day, when we decide to have kids, that's our priority.
Exactly.
And sometimes you get so like, okay, how I do this? How I do this? How I do this?
Yeah. And that's it. I mean, I really wanted to do both. I want to be the best of both jobs and both worlds and enjoy it all. So that's why I sat down and said, yeah, I want to go for it.
Will you feel, I don't know, in the future, will you feel okay hiding somebody at home to help you?
Like with bringing my kids or?
Yeah, like, let's say tomorrow you have you cannot just delegate to your team members because things go extremely great in business, but at the same time, what people don't see and don't understand is that when they go great, the amount of work that it requires from you is even greater. Okay?
Yep.
Will you be okay hiding help at the house? The same way you see how in business, when we really outgrown everything, we hire assistants. Will you be okay with that in the future?
100%.
Okay.
That is one of the goals down the road for sure. Right now, that's why we're doing the team, because I want them to grow. I want them to learn. I want them to have a better experience than I had. So, I mean, right now, that's 100%, I think, a great idea to get an assistant, because I know I'll need it down the road for sure.
Yeah, and also at home. Or that will be something. You see, that's what I think, where I did wrong. Like, I thought, okay, no, why am I gonna do this at home when I should be doing it all because I'm a woman? I don't gonna have somebody in the house helping me clean. Oh my God, like, so who was my worst enemy was myself, right? Because what is it wrong with being like, and it was this guilt, right?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm here winning these awards. I'm freaking breaking records here. And I'm sorry for the freaking word. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I say that already. Anyway, and then it's like years on this, and is it good? Is it bad? Like, why I'm doing these? But I know I could see women that wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and they leave the cooking ready, and then they go and take a shower and they go to gym. I tried. I got sick. My body got shut down like for months. I couldn't, and now this year, and thank God, like everything has been great compared to the amount of, or the way I used to work. I had to slow down because my health was first, and I'm taking, I'm going under, I have a treatment that I have to follow. And still I'm very grateful with my career, with my clients, with my relationships, because it's still taking me to a great place, right? But now I realized that was so wrong. That was so wrong to think that I was less of a woman because I was directed or taking my career to the next level and feeling guilty of not cooking, so I'm not teaching my daughter that the things at home, or my son will never remember a cooked meal. So I tried to do it for a little while. I remember he was going to middle school and I had to wake up 5 o'clock and leave the rice and the beans and this and that. So I will feel okay. It was not even something that they will think. Until my son once told me, because I say, oh my God, I never did this and that this summer with you guys or whatever. Probably he doesn't even remember. And he say, well, that's not your way to, that's not who you are. That's not your way to show us that you care about us. You care about us showing us something different because you're different. You care about our future, this and that, whatever. He mentioned a few things, and I was like, So we have the tendency to put things into a definition or to believe things that define us as a good moms, or no, I'm always with my kids. Okay, if I'm not always with my kid, but I'm doing something else, but I'm with my kids, what that makes me less of a mother? So we need more of that. Like I always say, I wish real estate will have like something that we pay with our annual fee that will bring us a therapist. I think, I mean, I'm sorry guys, but men have it easy. I'm so sorry. We have a lot of things that we need to process mentally, and then trying to be the professional that you want to accomplish your goals and looking good, because you have to also look good because you're a woman. So how come, something that I can care less. I mean, you will see me at the hair salon, leaving the hair salon with my tubby thing to go and show a house. And my girl, no, she's like, oh my God, do you come with time or no? Because if not, I cannot dye your hair, But we have a lot of things that we have to do because we're females. Who say that?
Yeah.
Why? So I think that would be great that you're open already to that.
100%.
I don't know. I feel like we have this thing that we need to do everything with a lot of effort and sacrifice, so it's worth it. Why?
I don't know. And I feel guilty. Like that's the thing. I'm feeling guilty because I feel like, okay, I'm putting so much of my time in real estate, and then I am affecting my family life, and I feel horrible. But also too, like I just can't get that full effect, of that. I don't want to say success, but I just want to say like I can't get that whole of like I'm trying to do as best as I humanly can as possible, and I've sometimes I just break down and I cry because I'm just like I'm trying to do everything. I'm trying to be the Wonder Woman. I'm trying to do all this, and sometimes I need to step back and just relax, calm down.
And why you don't want to say success?
Well, like there again, we're going back to it, and you're right. And
why you don't say? Because why? Because it's not even about you or being successful, because it's you judging yourself because 100%. You want to be successful and that's your desire. So what?
You're right.
Sometimes you have to cut some people, you aggro people, it's not healthy because who, like when we die, who's gonna die on your behalf? Who will say, you know what? No, let me die for you. Oh, no, I judge you, but let me die for you.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
So what is wrong with wanting something and get it and work hard to get it? Why we have to limit our, and this is my own conversations. I look like a crazy psycho person. I am a little crazy, so. Yes. But I talk to myself. This is the conversations that I have, I would say once a day with myself. Okay. And I think it happens every day to all of us. What makes you feel bad about saying, why would you correct yourself about saying, hey, yeah, I want to be a successful mom. I want to be a successful woman. I want to be a successful agent. What? Nothing wrong with that. No. Exactly. We make it wrong, right? Because we feel guilty. Because how dare we want to be successful agents and we don't say successful moms first?
Exactly.
Who's doing this about numbers and 1, 2, 3 orders? Sometimes we have a lot going on in our life. So it's not about that. Like we're very critical to, oh, this is wrong. This is say, oh, did you hear that? Did you say that? Oh my gosh, she's so lucky because she got the REOs. Oh, this, you don't even know. You don't even know. We're quick to talk. Yep. Yeah. So say it. You want to say it. You have to put it out to the universe. Declare that, believe it, own it. There's nothing wrong with that. Who's gonna pay your bills? Yeah. Who's working? Who's taking care of your kids? It's you. It's all about you. Yep. Your life should be about you and what you want it to be for you. Whoever likes it, fine. Whoever doesn't like it, hey, goodbye.
Hey, and that's why I got rid of the negative people years ago. Negative friends, they're gone. That's not where I'm at. I'm not going backtrack. I'm looking to go to the future. My why is my future family. And that's the goal, Like everyone has their why. You have your why, I have my why, but my why is to have a really great life with my family and enjoy them.
And your wife and your why and my why are different, but yours is not better than mine, and mine is not better than yours. Like it doesn't work like that.
Exactly.
We are individuals that have a life.
Yeah.
And happen to be female and happen to be my mom. So what is the big deal? No. We make it a big deal.
We do.
Yeah. We complicate ourselves so much. You know how many times I felt guilty that I had to buy food on the road because I didn't cook? And this is something that will really get me angry, and react so bad to my kid. You don't explain this to kids, right? Because how am I going to sit my kids and say, you know what, kids, I feel so guilty because I see all these mans in Facebook cooking and serving their food and doing that, and we haven't done this in 3-4 days on a road, and I feel like I'm the worst. You don't say that. You don't say that to your friends. You don't say that to people because they will do. You need to get more time you need to learn how to pray. What is really, they will always tell you what you're doing wrong, right?
Of course.
And what makes you, why would I do that to myself and then I'm going to feel bad? Or next thing you know, these days, if you get into a fight or a discussion with people because you really don't know people these days anymore, they put it out there, all your business is out there, or whatever. So you keep that and you keep getting these whole feelings of, and then what do we do with that? So that's what I say to you at the very beginning. Success and become a successful agent is a personal and unique definition. I know the agents that do again 10 transactions a year are the most knowledgeable agents I have ever met in my career. But they have that's what they want. At the end of the day, success is doing what you want and makes you happy and fulfill your life. Isn't it? Yeah. I love to become sometimes a little crazy, a little complicated, a little, that's who I am. I used to feel so bad about that or embarrassed. And then I was like, you know what? I don't know. I guess because I'm older. So I'm like, listen, this is who I am. Some people like me. The people that I work with, my REOs, like me, respect me, accept me, I'm able to do things for consumers. That is what I really call changing life. Some others probably won't like me, will hate me. Some women think that I'm very difficult to deal with. They haven't even tried me. But, and then I realize, okay, that's their definition of who I am. That's not who I am.
Yeah.
So, no. So you want to be a successful agent, you become a successful agent, and that's it.
Yeah. You're right.
I think I'm going to change careers to a motivational female kind of.
You got my vote, for sure. No joke.
This is what happens after being in the business frustrated for so many years.
I'm here like speechless, like, wow.
I gotta be.
I'm like, okay.
I'm changing. Argar, get me a podcast for changing careers. But
Yeah.
this is what happened after 17 years in this business. Like, you get all the frustrations out.
Here you go.
Oh my God. I mean, yeah. Now, you tell me something about you. Like, what is your definition of success? Who Jessica is? Like, what you want?
That's a really good question. Not 100%. So I've been doing real estate for 4.5 years. First 2 years wasn't really, in my definition, successful. I only did 2 transactions each year, so 4 altogether. And to me, that was my aha moment of like, this is not where I want to be. So I said something had to change. Then I changed my brokerage. I just, the pandemic kind of happened. I left my job at American Airlines. So I got to really kind of grow as an individual with studying, researching data, and just implementing it, mentors. And so that really changed my game within these 2 years, as far as numbers, I can't off the fly real quick. But to me, I feel more successful now. And I have 6 under contract right now. So to me, that I've never thought in a million years like that would ever be my boat, where I started from 2 years, 2.5 years ago. And if you were told me, oh, you'll have 6 under contract, I'd be, no, that's not going to happen. But to me right now, that's very successful, because I just feel so proud of myself as an individual for that, because I know I can get the job done. And I'm just so happy that I'm learning, I'm growing, and I'm giving my time to other agents that really want to be where I am and continue to grow. So for me, success is just to continue moving forward, keep growing, give it the best I can physically do. And hopefully the goal is next year, let's have, in Q4, let's have 10 under contract, So that's just
It's an increase.
Exactly.
Yeah, and not only that, but you're still working with your kid to what I think I read something about that, and you're still, so again, we go back to, you're a successful agent to me, because you do what you have planned to do. Whether the road goes as smooth as, we all wish, but it's not how it happens. And that's success. Right?
Yeah, 100%.
Exactly. So this is the beginning and the end, to me, is you start with a personal definition. You really have to sit down and say, okay, hold on. What makes me happy? Or what will make me happy as a person? And then you're gonna really narrow down what is definition for you. I mean, I love what I do for a living. I love it. To me, it's not my business or my job. To me, it's part of my life. So I call it my baby. That's my baby. Because this baby every year has to be reinvented. These are different things, right? So it will always be a baby. And there are people that just treat it as a business. So it depends on what you want, how you want it, and why you want it. It's your own thing. It's your own, you do what you want.
Why did you get into real estate?
Why? Thanks to a broker that actually met me. And he said, I think you will be good at this. And I say, okay, I love people. I love to talk to people. I know I will make good good money because I'm a hustler. I do what I have to do no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And I did it. That's how I started. And then I fell in love with it because
Mm-hmm.
it was not just like, you see, I never like the sales. Like, I don't like to be considered, I know by law we have to say we're sales agents, salesperson. I totally get it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's different. My passion is more like into the whole, let me get this done. Everybody could go and buy a pair of shoes with the money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody could go and buy a house or sell a house, even if you have money. They're different. They need the right advisor. They need the right person to get through that goal. Sometimes the wrong person will make it happen too, but I mean, we're talking here about the good thing, right? So that is a difference between just sales. So that's why.
And what advice are you giving your sellers currently? Like, what advice with this market and everything like that?
That you need to not only look at the numbers right now, because this is we are in a moment we really don't know. Like, whoever says, so this is what's going to happen in the quarter, it may happen. You're lucky, great. May not happen, right? It may not happen. So I will say sellers really go with a professional that not only shows beautiful social media, but also could sit and hold your hand and take you to the next level. And don't get me wrong, I pay for social media, so I know it's important. I'm not saying no, and I'm not bashing, no trashing it. No, I love it. There are agents that I admire. Like, their work in social media is amazing. Okay, and again, if it works 100%, congratulations, and keep the blessings going. But to that seller that is sitting down with multiple agents, go more deep into who you are, what you're gonna do for me, and how you're gonna take care of me and my needs and my family or whatever their situation is. Because there are many things changing right now. I see the market getting a little different with some numbers these days. You see a little back on the market, which didn't happen before. You see the rooms for some negotiations that didn't happen before. So I will say, go with the professional that is not only going to talk to you about the highest and the top number, but that is also going to take care of you. Because the numbers could change anytime. And you have no control over it, right?
Yeah.
So that's my real advice, is that we need to really care more about not the number with the listing price and the sold, but the relationship. We're in a different place than we were before. This is not only about what's the best marketing, how we're gonna. I think this is a moment that you are here today and you don't know who's gonna be around next month. Emotions are crazy. Things that are happening are very difficult to deal with as a community, right? So.
And also, too, you being like the Oreo queen. That's
You're the second. This is the second thing online that people call me that, and I say thank you very much. I wish I could be a queen, but I'm not there yet. But yeah,
you are my definition in my book. But
thank you.
You know, obviously, you have some history with seeing that and forecasting that. Obviously, I know, like, we don't have a crystal ball. I wish we did. We could predict anything, and you know, is at least the forecast in an idea matter, at least maybe in another year, 2.5 years of.
I think it's gonna take more than a year and a half. Like, my guys say, try to enjoy your time off. Like, don't be complaining then that you want to do something and you haven't done it. So this is your time if you want to take some time off. I do different things about the REOs. That's one of my businesses, yes. And I also do the distress, which is like helping people sometimes to stay and keep their homes.
Okay.
And I don't get paid from the homeowners. You know, that's a contract that I have with the banks. So there is a lot of there's a lot of like happiness when you do that, right?
Yeah.
And people think, but you're an agent, so you want to sell my house. No, it's okay. I'm okay with other agents not liking me for A, B, or C, or sometimes I have to take their listings because they become REOs or didn't lose or whatever. But the moment that these people thought that I was there for a listing behind my real intention was to get their home, but I give them a permanent modification that I was had to deliver, that is crazy. I see a lot of that with my side of business. With the business in general, I think there is a lot of money right now coming to help homeowners. Some way, somehow, this administration is gonna drop money for those funds, right? To get available for people. This is going to bring REOs, of course, 100%. It's always a cycle. It's like everything in life, right? It goes up, it goes down. Is it going to be like 2008? Hell no. That's different. People right now are buying. Somebody told me, "Oh, Vanessa, but we're buying houses like to the crazy prices." Yeah, but people are putting money down. That's the difference, right? These people are qualified. I'm not saying that none of these people will default. Yes, there's always a percentage that defaults. But I don't know. I don't have that again feeling or sense of like we're gonna be in a crash like 2008 where we didn't even know where we're going or how this was gonna get resolved. Because anyway, if we go that route, now they know what a loss mitigation department needs. They know what a short sale package needs. They know what a modification package needs, etc. You know, they know. It's different.
Okay.
But we will have some. We will.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. So get ready. No, I know everybody wants to get ready for that.
Nice.
So I think we're going to wrap it up. You guys have to film this guy. He's so sweet. He's so handsome. Has a lot of patience. You have to like give him a little. I don't know who moved these cameras. You're the only one that can move the camera. So you should be like, hi.
Our behind the scenes crew.
Yeah, I know, right? Like the guy that makes it happen and listen to this woman. Do you get tired of listening to women, or you really don't listen to what we say?
No, I listen.
Oh, girls, whoever is coming here, he listens. So you're gonna be an expert. You're gonna be so happy in life if you get to understand women. You have success defined in your life. This kid is gonna be brilliant.
I agree.
He's brilliant already, but
He's
we're
awesome.
making every woman that sits here is teaching him how to become happier in life.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Jessica, for
having me. Oh my
having
goodness,
me.
thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Like 100%.
And best of luck with that, with the
Thank
phones.
you.
People, if she doesn't answer the phone, sorry, just let me. I know it's your show, but I have to tell you, if she doesn't answer the phone because she is not answering. In 20 minutes of your call, don't go crazy. Don't call, text, call brokers, do that. Nobody's gonna die for 20 minutes. Give her 20 minutes. Sometimes we need to take a shower. Sometimes we need to use the bathroom. She will get back to you, right? Tell them that from now.
100%.
You don't understand. I have been like trying.
My goodness.
I'm sorry. I have to say in
No,
the
100%.
toilet, and
My
this
goodness.
phone, blah blah. And I'm like, hello, is this an emergency? Because I see 5 calls and 3 text messages. I called you 20 minutes ago and you haven't answered me. Sir, it's 8 o'clock on a Sunday. I just got to get dinner and I'm in the toilet. I need to call you back for an offer that anyway says in the listing that it's going to be reviewed Monday? Come on.
Exactly.
So people, she's having a baby. She has another baby. She has the right to become a mom, an agent, a wife, and a human. Thank you.
Well, round of No, seriously, because it's true. I feel like as soon as I leave the room, my phone is like ringing, and then okay, get this real quick. Sammy, he hears the phone. He like runs, brings it to mommy, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't know if that's like the best thing. I should have taught him, but it's like so weird because I do the same thing. I'm like, I'm coming, phone.
My son already showed me the phone twice. He's telling me that people are calling me already. Don't you have they're trained? I feel bad. This is what I say. This is a good mother. This is a bad mother. Who I am. I'm a good person. I'm a good whatever. You know, yeah.
No, absolutely.
You know. So and please don't judge me. By the way, I don't. I'm a nice person. Sometimes. Well, I think I met you one day that you went into the office and I was talking to Steve Lee. No, you were talking to Steve Lee.
Yes.
Right?
That's when we had that conversation.
And I stopped right there and I say, don't pay attention to him because I love him.
Yes.
He is my guy.
Yeah.
But he hates me showing houses. And I say, you will never take that away from me.
No.
Not even when I was with my portfolio at the highest top. I will always sneak in and show because I love that. And I know the listing agents are the one. I get it. We love it. But also do whatever makes you happy. That's what you need to do.
And I remember you gave me amazing advice back then. Like, we were all in.
Yeah, and we were like, Steve and I were like, no. She likes it. She should do it. Whatever you like.
I was like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to see the baby number 2.
Absolutely.
At the closings and
Absolutely.
and everything rolling up. And my friend here, he's so tired. Bye.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. This was absolutely incredible.
Thank you for letting me talk
Then
about my
do it.
frustrations with all this career and life and crazy kids and everything. But
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. If you guys really enjoyed the episode as much as I did, please like, subscribe, share, post on social media. I really appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one.